Ever imagined one of the worst ways to die? Well, rat torture is right up there when it comes to one of the most horrific ways to go. Picture a rat trapped in a heated cage against a human's abdomen. With no escape, the agitated rodent claws its way into the only available soft surface, human skin. In no time it gnaws its way into the victim's bowels, inflicting unbearable agony. This method was not only physically torturous, but also played on the victim's psyches, adding a psychological element to the torment. This cruel technique wasn't confined to one place, but was employed across various parts of the world. Let's take a historic journey to the 17th century Europe, specifically during the Dutch Revolt. The Dutch leader, Diederik Sonoy, was known for his ruthless methods of interrogation and punishment. One of them was the infamous rat torture. Prisoners were subjected to the unbearable agony of having a rat gnaw its way into their bowels, a process driven by the heat from a cage pressed against their abdomen. This technique was as much about physical pain as it was about psychological terror, creating a chilling atmosphere of fear. From Europe, we now move across the Atlantic to South America. Between the years of 1964 and 1990, during the reign of military dictatorships, rat torture found its way into the dark underbelly of Argentina, Brazil, Chile, and Uruguay. The dictators used this method not only to extract information but also to instill a deep-seated fear in the hearts of those who dared to oppose. The rats, once again, became unwilling participants in a dance of torment and horror. So we see that this method of torture was not localized but was a horrific reality in different corners of the world. From the 17th century Dutch Revolt to the late 20th century South American dictatorships, rat torture has left a dark stain on human history. To sum it all up, rat torture was a gruesome technique that played on both physical and psychological levels. The horrifying reality is that this method was not exclusive to any one culture or era. It was a universal language of torment, transcending geography and time. Its execution was horrifyingly simple: a rat, a cage, a heat source, and a helpless victim. The terror lay not just in the physical torment, but in the anticipation, the knowledge of what was to come. From Europe in the 17th century, where Dutch leader Diederik Sonoy employed this horrific method, to South America between 1964 and 1990, where military dictatorships wielded it as a tool of fear and control, rat torture served as a stark reminder of how dark humanity can get. Remember, the purpose of this video is not to glorify such inhuman acts, but to shed light on the depths of cruelty humanity can sink to. Until next time, keep exploring the darker corners of history.